It is absolutely pissing down here at the G for Carlton versus Collingwood. What a game we have in store tonight. What a game we have in store. Look at this. It is pissing down at the G. Heaviest of rains here. And as you can see, the Blues, relatively unchanged lineup. Paddy Dow, the one change coming into the side. The Pies there lining up. What looks like a pretty strong lineup. Jeremy Howe playing at full back. We all know how good he is at marking the ball. And here come the Pies. And here come the Blues. This is the round 3 banner by, it looks like James Davis. I don't know what it says. I'm going to read it in a second. I picked this out like last week because it was meant to be done last week. Against the Pies, they'll hear our roar. Your fan base is no teeth galore. I think we can all appreciate this. Out of the centre, it was Cruiser getting big and physical in there on Pendlebury. The handball from him went to Cripps. Long ball, Howe versus Casbolt. We just knew Levi was going to start well. We just weren't sure if Howe was the matchup. Probably could have gone with Dunn, but Levi gets us off to a flyer. Hey, Nichols is throwing it up because obviously it is pouring down with rain. So there we go. This is Pendlebury now, 60 from home, to get a free kick. You might actually have a shot here, Pendles. It's just one of those clowns that goes, I will torp the ball 55 metres out from goal. Look at this. Seriously. Anyway, back in the centre, the scores. 1 straight 6 apiece. Pendlebury involved again, as was Cruiser. Trying to get it to Cripps. Treloar getting involved, and we'll get another ball up in the centre of the ground once more. Grundy won it down, got it towards Treloar. This is now Pendlebury involved again. Murphy injured. Ball spills out towards Doherty, and Cripps putting on some pressure. Teese, ball in dispute in the middle of the ground, although this is side bottom. Hitting about 60 from home. Gets it towards Brown. This is a left foot thumping torpedo from Blair. And he nails the goal. So the Pies get their second. Back in the centre, Kennedy's in there replacing Murphy. We'll see how he's injured a little bit later on here. Oh, Liam Jones just came off his man, and Darcy Moore takes a mark, very uncontested, about 35 out, a little bit of angle, and he slots it. So the Pies going with the wind in this opening term. They've started well. Fisk came away from Ace. Silvani to try to pick it up. This is now Pendlebury again involved. Gets it towards Moore. He finds Treloar. About 80 from home. Kicks it inside the forward 50. Has Phillips on, but Greenwood just got into front position and takes the mark from a similar position where Darcy Moore kicked the goal earlier, and his kick goes straight through the middle. So the Pies, 4 straight 24, in difficult conditions, have started really well. Anyway, the ball goes out wide towards Simpson. Ed Curnow just spilled the beans. Now Kennedy trying to run him down, and the ball goes back inside 50 to Levi Greenwood. 45 metres out, 40-degree angle. Goes on the left and again brings it back beautifully with the breeze. The Pies get their 5th consecutive goal. And they're really starting to pack a punch at the moment. I might need to turn the audio down a little. Now Daisy Thomas gets a free on the wing. 27 gone, opening term. It's a 4-goal lead to the Pies. 5 straight 30. The Blues 1 straight 6 this early stage. And that's a poor kick inside 50. Just ends up with Goldsack, and he can reload for the Pies. That kick out of defence wasn't great. It's going to end back up in the Blues. This is right, left foot ball towards goal. Looks good. Looks great. And the Blues get one back. Back in the centre of the ground, Levi Casbolt moving into the ruck now. Cruiser having a spell before quarter time. Big ball to win in the middle of the ground. Jones just came off Elliott to put a little bit more pressure on. Handball affected the kick. Oh, and Plowman gives away a free. I think it might have been a handball, actually. And Steele, side bottom, puts through the Pies' 6th goal in the opening term. Back in the middle, Casbolt versus Moore. Casbolt wins it down beautifully to Doherty. That's one of the best taps you'll ever see. Ball to full forward. Nick Graham outmarking Jeremy Howe there. Some very nice work. And remember, the Blues against the breeze in this opening term. He brings that one back. Use code JAM for 15% off at ple.com.au. Obviously, the scoreboard tells you the story there, but Graham gets his first. And very lucky to be in the side this week. Almost taken out for Paddy Dow, but he kept his spot and he's done well to deliver there. All right, back in the centre. Pendlebury got it from Moore. Then Doherty just threw it out. The Pies will get a free. That was more. Giving it back to side bottom this time. Inside the 50, looking for Phillips and got him. Wiedering just a lack of confidence right now. And this is the right side for the left footer. Goes towards goal and Liam Jones does very nicely there. This first term has gone for 38 minutes. We've seen 9 goals scored in it. And we would think that there can't be too long left. As Blair takes a mark, 55 from home. Pies maybe one last chance for attack and they find Barco inside the forward 50. 39 minutes gone in this term. And as we tick over, that is the end of the opening term. Just shy of 40 minutes. And the Pies have 8 goals, I think. Do they have 8 goals? Varco just lifting in their spirits there. No, they have 7. That's Collingwood by 25 points at the opening change. Pendlebury looking pretty pleased with himself. He's done a buttload of work so far. This has done they've done very well, the Pies. I think the Carlton coach will come down and be very disappointed. If we can't work things out, there will be a spray. But look at this. Pendlebury and Sidebottom, 12 disposals between them. Absolutely killing us right now. 12 disposals and 2 goals between them. Pretty much dominating this game. Our leading ball winners are all in the back half because that's where the balls live for majority of the game. So, got to get the ball forward. Cruiser back in the middle. Big job for him this turn. That was Grundy won it down, but Cripps got away with the clearance. Now picked up by, or it might have been Charlie Curnow, couldn't quite do enough with it. Now the pressure's back on. Handball just went towards the inside 50, Petrevski seat. He's got a man out on his own. It might have been Nick Graham down there, who's gone to full forward. Not sure who's come off for him. Cruiser gets the handball back towards Doherty and we'll get a ball up. And Doherty's injured as well. So that's 2 of Carlton's superstars. Murphy and Doherty both injured. Unbelievable. Alright, Cruiser didn't win it down. It was Grundy who goes with a second effort. This is now Wiedering almost. The left foot ball from Phillips from the boundary line is offline for one behind. Kicking the punt road in, and this is going to be cut off by Liam Jones. So he makes amends for his mistake earlier. He's going to move it towards the outer side. Gets tackled in the process and gives away a free kick. Just didn't do enough with it. It's Jamie Elliott down there. Goes the right foot. Nah. And it's a goal. They get the opening one of this second term. It came 15 minutes into it. And Collingwood now lead by 32 points. 8-2-50. The Blues just 3 straight 18. That's a free kick. That's 50. You should just pay that one, mate. Missed the handball towards Curnow. He picks it up and he'll get a free kick. Goldsack just lands in his back. He'll line up 45 out. A little bit of angle. Heavy wind, breeze. Heavy breeze across towards the city end goal, but he's got it. A side bottom finds Blair. He goes out wide. Finds Maynard. Could look to go quickly. He does. Goes across the face. Finds Greenwood. He's about 60 from home. Goes back looking for Maynard. Cut off by Plowman. Didn't really want to take possession. Elliott got there. Now this is Maynard. Goes off the ground and he's kicked a goal. We just have the 4 goals so far. The Pies have 9 on the board. Jones tapping it out of there, didn't want to take possession again. Phillips almost attacking that ball hard. Wells is in there as well. So now Maynard goes on his non-preferred. And did you see that ball swing back with the wind? He just slammed it onto the boot and it went. Got Graham at full forward, doesn't decide to go to that option. Just gives it off to Langdon. He went towards Petrevski-Seton, but he just got out-bodied and out-muscled in that contest. And the Blues will turn it over again. Petrevski-Seton can run again, and that is it. Half time. Just about 30 minutes gone. And it is the Pies by 38 points at the half-time break. Carlton 4 straight 34. The Pies 10-2-62. A 3-goal to 1 quarter. But the Magpies, or maybe a 4-goal to 1 quarter. It might have been a 3-goal to 1 quarter. I think that was 7. Boys, we come into half-time. We're in a bit of strife right now. Okay. We're down by 38 points. You're not winning the ball in the middle. You're not doing too much on the outside, but you're applying pressure. You're doing okay. Obviously, we're coming up against a more experienced side. A side that, you know, and plus, we're missing 2 of our leaders out there. This is going to be a tough game for us to win and continue to play well. But I trust you guys and the effort that you guys can provide us with. This is a game we'll like to take some learning experiences from. But why can't we win it? This is our chance to stamp our authority on the competition. And plus, who doesn't love beating Collingwood? Of course we do. Everyone wants a spray, but I'm a cool, calm and collected coach right now. You have to know when to give your team a rev and when to just tell them to stick with it. Alright, third term underway. Cruiser in the middle of the ground, and now Simpson made that move, didn't he? He puts the pressure on a little bit early. Marchbank just soccers it out of there, and the Blues might be away. This is Simpson going inside the 50, looking for Levi. Casbolt couldn't get enough on it. Curnow off the deck, might have an opportunity. Casbolt did nicely. They're just one handball away from getting out here. This is Matty Wright, and he's just a little bit too much pressure on the kick and the outside of the boot, but it's a promising start. Now getting it out of defensive 50. Curnow cutting it off with a fist. Now trying to win it off the deck. Oh, not sure who that was, but Pendlebury's in there. Now also is Cripps. Got it towards Caruza. Silvani trying to pick this one up. He got dumped. Lamb was in there. No, he's not. He's not in the team. Don't know what I'm talking about. Wait, maybe he is. I'm not entirely sure. As we'll get a free kick to Daisy Thomas, 55 from home. Again, the Blues against the win in this third term. He's going to have a shot. He's kicked that shockingly, Daisy Thomas. That is out on the full. We'll get another ball up. Cruiser versus Grundy. Cruiser winning it down. Side bottom picked it up. Cripps around the corner on his left. Almost. Just players going to ground everywhere. Might have been, I think it was Casbolt going off the deck. This is Daisy Thomas with a right foot snap. Just inside. He goes looking for Casbolt. Ball didn't quite get there. Petrevsky Seaton front and centre. Found Casbolt and he'll get a free. 15 out directly in front. I might have missed this here. But I haven't because Casbolt kicked the goal. One goal, 3 this term, but they've had all the play to begin it. Tap out there towards Wiedering. No one can pick it up. Now it's Marchbank. Wins it twice. Gets it off to Cripps. Bursts away. Goes inside the 50. Curnow. Got it. Huge grab. 40 out directly in front. This is a big kick. The Blues get this there right back in this game. Not going to carry the journey, but Levi is there. And he'll get goal number 3. The Blues bring the margin back under 24 points. It is a 23-point ball game right now. Carlton 6-3-39. The Pies 10-2-62. They've started this second half well, Carlton. A couple of changes in the midfield have created this. It has men everywhere inside the 50. Goes for Levi. Oh, it's marked down there by Varco at fullback. Casbolt just out of position, but 22 minutes played in this third term, and the Blues are well and truly into the attacking mode right now. Cripps, handball to Daisy. Daisy Thomas to kick another one. He's got it! The Blues have kicked 3 in a row using code JAM at PLE. And they are just starting to work their way into this contest nicely. Daisy Thomas just creating there, so Carlton back to 17 points the margin. Doing extremely well this term. Back in the middle. Cruiser's on. He goes long. Levi! Couldn't quite grab it. Petrevsky Seaton's down there applying all kinds of pressure with Silvani. And Darcy Moore's been moved in the back line now. But Carlton have had a third injury. And it's Daisy Thomas. Geez, there's just a lot of pressure at the moment for this Blues side. What can they do? Casbolt wanted out of there. Now picked up by Curnow. Now Levi on the left. Levi is missed to 16 points. Oh, the turnover from the kick in. I think it was Varco just went too short. Looking for Wells and Silvani's cut it off. 25 out, little bit of angle. Top of the square. No one could mark it. It didn't carry. That's deliberate. And the umpires paid it. He just handballed it from about 15 out. Petrevsky Seaton kicks the goal. The margin back to 10 points. Geez, just a poor decision there. And the Blues have kicked 4 in a row. The margin is 10 points. And that is 3/4 time. The Pies did not score in that third term. I actually have no idea what changed to allow us to play so well, but Pendlebury trying to rally the troops right now for the Pies. Big stakes in this game. The Blues started to get on top in the inside 50s. They started to use the ball better. They started to get on top of contested possessions. They definitely just did all kinds of things right in that quarter. Got on top of the tackle. Started to win more free kicks because of that fact. Right now, this game is all up for grabs, and I reckon our side Can do it, boys. You know what you did that third term. Just do it again this quarter. Bring the pressure, bring the heat, and we can see if we can win this one. All right, let's go. Matty, Cruiser, and Cripps. I told you they're getting on top in this game. Casbolt doing well up forward as well. It's just one more quarter we got to have. One more quarter of absolute madness after a 4-goal to zip term. It is the Pies with a 10-point lead, and Carlton will be kicking with the win in this final term. That was Grundy out of the middle. Ends up with Cripps. Goes long looking for Casbolt. Couldn't take the mark. Front and centre is Aish. Gets a free kick, Levi. But he's tackling. It's the pressure. It's what we want to see. Oh, he's just dangerous kick. Ends up with Petrevski-Seton. The Blues. Oh, he's missed. Just offline of the one behind. But again, Carlton, they started well, winning the ball out of the middle. Margin is back to 9 points. Howe plays onto himself, then goes short, looking for Aish. Didn't get it boundary side enough there in this wet weather. You want to have that kind of boundary side atmosphere. This is Charlie Curnow with a dribbling ball, and goal is there. The margin is 3 points. Carlton have kicked 5 in a row. Just the forward pressure once again of the Blues. Now Thomas again got it to Cruiser when looking for Cripps and did. Then he goes short looking for Silvani. Turned his man inside out in Aish. Handball towards Casbolt. Couldn't quite get it. Ball still in dispute. Picked up by Petrevski-Seton. Can he go off the ground? It's a point. Langdon just smothered that handball there, and it is just a 2-point ball game. And Howe goes short, finds Aish. Almost cut off by Casbolt there. Ball then goes back, and Carlton can turn it over again. This is Cripps. Got it forward. DeGoey was in there, I think. Maybe not, I don't know. We'll get a ball up with the possession. He goes to Treloar, who's turned this one over. Marchbank didn't take the grab. A left foot snap is a behind from Greenwood. Interesting. Still a 3-point ball game. Collingwood 10-3-63. The Blues 9-6-60. 13 minutes played, final term, as Kennedy takes a good mark out on the wing. He's got plenty of options. Goes for a short one looking for Thomas, but it's cut off by Treloar. What an impact he's having in this final term. Went short to Hoskin Elliott. Looked like he wanted to go. He does now. Goes towards the forward 50 and Marchbank turns it over. They can run this through the corridor now, the Blues. That was Cruiser getting it to Curnow. Almost got it to Cripps. Did now to Thomas. Tried to get it forward once more. To Curnow again. That of the Charlie variety, and we'll get another ball up. Collingwood are repelling the attack, but this is Kerridge, 55 from home. Casbolt's just got to shepherd it through, and he does! The Blues have hit the front! Oh, what a sensational passage of play! Kerridge just went for broke, and if that's not a push in the bag, I don't know what is. And they'll win it again as Dunn threw it out. This is Cripps going forward to Petrevski-Seton, but he finds Curnow, who can line up 45 metres out. Slight angle, wind at his back. 22 minutes played in this turn. The kick looks on its way, and it's just across the face. So we've got a 4-point ball game. We have a 4-point ball game right now, and oh, dangerous kick, and it's turnover again. That's the second time the Pies have done that. Petrevski-Seton, 23 played in the final term, could seal it with this kick, and he puts it through! Don't stop now, just get them all back. The Blues have kicked 7 in a row to lead it by 10 points. At the moment, the Pies, can they still be a chance? Treloar went sideways instead of forward. This is for Solo now. And Matty Wright, we put him in defence because we knew he'd be able to do stuff like that, and he takes the mark. But now this is Treloar, 26 gone, final term, finds more. He goes in turn again, looking for side bottom and gets him. 27 minutes gone on the clock. They have to move it quickly now. For Solo finds Phillips inside 50. Time still ticking. 27 and a half gone. Looks across the ground and finds Greenwood. 28 minutes gone. It is still a 10-point ball game. This makes it a 4-point ball game. 28 and a half gone, final term. The Pies with one last chance. The game is still alive. They break a run of 8 or 7 Carlton goals in a row. out of the middle. This is a critical stoppage. Can't lose it from here. Surely not. You wouldn't hope it on anyone. Oh, Trelaw's out. Go on, get him, side bottom. Big tackle. Plowman just handballs it into space. Side bottom kicks it forward. Mark not taken. Wright's back there and he finds, almost found Cripps. But he's got time, Cripps. Goes with the handball. Pendlebury got it and then lost it. And the siren sounds. The Blues have done it. Yes. Oh, wowee. I was no idea how long that quarter was going to go for, but we got it. Yes. Wubba-lubba-dub-dub. Oh, gets the W. Unbelievable effort. Against the famous old Carlton Blues. Just found a way and willed ourselves into the contest. Uncontested possession, the critical thing for us. We were plus 16, got on the outside. Look at that. Cripps had 16 disposals. Curnow 14, Cruiser 13. Cruiser was massive as well. He should have got some votes. Just growing into their own right now. You look at the major ball winners. Trelaw had 19 touches and I think he kicked a goal as well. Side bottom 18 and Pendlebury. Massively good job. Charlie Curnow in there as well. Ed Curnow I thought was pretty serviceable as well once he had to move into the midfield. So really good stuff. And Petreski-Seaton kicking a couple of goals as well. We look at the breakdown of the scoring. A second half blitz by the Blues after a nice, calm and collected speech at half time. 7 goals, 7 after half time to 1 goal, 1. What a performance. The Blues just got it done. They just got it done. Here we go. What did you talk to the boys about at half time that got you over the line? Yeah, Bongo, look, it was one of those things. We just, instead of, you kind of need to know and read your group at times. And I thought, today our boys are, they didn't start as ideally as we wanted them to, but they still did a pretty good job early on. Sort of just lost their way a little bit in that second term, in the opening term, and fought back a little bit in the second, but weren't able to really get the scoreboard pressure that we thought we probably should have. So we just thought about going back to basics. Obviously we were down our 2 leaders in Doherty and Murph, but Paddy Cripps stepped up, Matty Cruiser stepped up. We had players just do what they needed to do in order for us to get over the line. What are your thoughts on Collingwood's performance? Oh yeah, I thought they were pretty good early. Really, attacked the contest hard. Very efficient inside 50. Probably beat us up around contested marks a little bit. Thought we could have brought the ball to ground a couple more times, given the conditions were pretty wet. And I think a bit early also we just tried to play a pretty handball heavy game, and that's what ended up, cutting us down. Do you think your team has a chance at the finals? Yeah, Chris. It's one of those things that. We're not setting a we're not setting a limit on what we can do in this season, obviously. We think we've got a pretty good group. Where we sit in the pecking order, that's still being determined. But, we'd like to think that, if we play some good footy and get a couple of wins on the board, that we give ourselves every chance to play some good footy in September. Thanks, guys.